Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1993 Lincoln penny. Now, at first glance, this coin might not seem rare or valuable. After all, billions were made. But as we'll see, condition, mint marks, and especially certain errors can make a 1993 penny worth far more than 1 cent. So let's explore everything you need to know. First, let's cover the basic facts. The 1993 Lincoln cent is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner, you'll see the bust of President Abraham Lincoln facing right, along with the motto, "In God We Trust," at the top, Liberty on the left, and the date 1993 on the right. On the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., with the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and 1 cent. If you look closely, you can even see the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a small but famous design detail. Now, let's talk mint marks and mintage. In 1993, the penny was struck at 2 main mints. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Over 6.4 billion coins were produced. Denver, D mint mark. About 6.1 billion coins were struck. So combined, we're talking over 12 billion pennies minted in 1993. That makes it one of the most common Lincoln Memorial cents. But here's the key. While most are only worth face value, high-grade examples and errors can bring much more. Let's break down the values. A 1993 penny in average circulation is worth 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, MS65 red, values rise to about $5 to $10, but in MS67 red, the value jumps dramatically to $200 to $500, and the finest known MS68 red examples have sold for over $2,500 at auction. That's right, a single perfect-looking 1993 penny could be worth thousands of dollars. Now let's move on to the errors and varieties, which is where things get really interesting. Wide AM reverse variety, 1992, 1998, 1999, 2000 are famous, but check 1993 carefully normally. The letters A and M in America on the reverse are close together. In certain error years, they appear farther apart, called a wide AM. For 1993, you should still check because sometimes transitional dies get used. While no confirmed wide AM for 1993 is mainstream, collectors still search these closely. Double die errors. Some 1993 pennies have noticeable doubling in the date or lettering. These double dies can sell for $50 to several $100s, depending on how strong the doubling is. Off-center strikes. If the coin was struck off-center, values range from $20 for minor shifts to $200 plus if a large portion of the design is missing. Clipped planchets. A small curved section missing from the coin makes it an error called a clipped planchet. These can bring $10 to $50 and more if dramatic. Die breaks and cuts. Some 1993 pennies show raised lumps of metal from cracks in the die. Collectors love these, and strong examples can bring $25 to $100. And now, let's add some auction records. In 1993, D Lincoln cent graded MS68 red sold for over $4,000 at auction. Even in 1993, P in MS67 red has sold $4,500 plus. Dramatic off-center errors from this year have sold for $300 to $600. So while most 1993 pennies are common pocket change, the rare top-graded and error coins can be worth real money. Now, let's talk about the historical context of why 1993 Lincoln cents were no longer being struck from. Mostly copper. In fact, since 1982, pennies had been made primarily of zinc with a thin copper plating. That means every 1993 penny is about 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. They weigh 2.5 grams, which is much lighter than the older pre-1982 copper cents that weighed 3.11 grams. This change is important for collectors because the zinc core pennies are more prone to corrosion, damage, and zinc rot. That's why high-grade 1993 pennies are rare. Most corroded or picked up spots over the years. Finding a perfectly red 1993 penny is surprisingly tough, which is why the highest graded examples are worth thousands. Let's recap. The 1993 Lincoln penny is a common coin with billions minted. In circulated grades, it's worth just face value. In uncirculated red condition, it can be worth anywhere from $5 to over $2,000. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks can make them even more valuable. Because it's a zinc-based penny, pristine examples are hard to find, which makes them more collectible. So the next time you come across a 1993 penny, don't just toss it aside. Check for errors, examine its condition, and you might just be holding onto a coin worth far more than 1 cent.